Welcome back, folks. I'm Jake Ellenbogen. Today I'm going to be talking about Xavier Smith, my thoughts, whether or not he can make the roster, and what he brings to the table potentially in 2024 for the Rams. Before we dive into it, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Also, be sure to follow me on all social media at JKBogan, including Instagram. Let's dive into it. So, Xavier Smith, somebody that I wasn't sure if I wanted to make a video on just because I don't know if he's going to make the roster. I really don't. Currently, he is on the Rams offseason roster. He was on their practice squad. He was brought back on a futures deal. And this is somebody last year they got as a UDFA out of Florida A&M. You're talking about a 5'9", 173-pound receiver, 26 years old. So he is on the older side. But when he was at Florida A&M, I mean, this is somebody that had, 2,000-yard seasons in 3 years. 2019, he had 77 receptions in 11 games for 1,100-plus yards, 11 touchdowns, averaged 15.1 yards per reception, and averaged over 100 yards per game. 2021, he dropped off a little bit. Same amount of games, just not as much usage. Touchdowns were down to 3, 64 receptions, only 713 yards. And then 2022, right before he became a undrafted rookie free agent, goes over 1,000 yards again, 11 touchdowns, and has a career high 87 receptions. The thing about him is that obviously if you're not, one of the top 6 guys, you're going to have to be able to find value on special teams, mainly returnability. And you see, back in 2021, he actually had 229 yards on 11 kickoff returns. He had 7 kickoff returns in 2022 for 141. So this is somebody that has some kickoff return experience. His punt return experience is very, limited. 3 years, he had 14 returns for 78 yards. Wasn't really utilized in preseason, so this is going to be a really important preseason. How much is he utilized in this one? So looking at Xavier Smith, whether or not he can make the roster or not, I do want to take us back a little bit. Okay, before the draft and everything, Smith was a guy that was talked about, and I think this is why a lot of Rams fans are excited about him, or at least want to give him the benefit of the doubt. The great Steve Smith, no relation, came out and really praised this kid. He said he's wicked fast, and he knows how to stay in bounds and make catches and get open, and contort his body, and he was really speaking highly of him as like a potential sleeper in this draft. So we see all the time guys come and they go, and they sometimes a guy will have success somewhere and not have success in another area. And that might be the case with Smith. He might be a guy that needs to go somewhere else to have success. Brandon Powell was just kind of a return guy, and then the Rams gave him an opportunity to actually play the offense a little bit. And sure enough, he has a role with the Minnesota Vikings the year after. But I think you look at this and, he's got some potential here. Not a guy I'm willing to just throw away. Definitely want to give him an opportunity in preseason. I think he will get that opportunity. I do not, however, think he's going to make the roster. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, Tutu Atwell, Demarcus Robinson, Jordan Whittington, and Tyler Johnson. No matter what order you want to put those guys in, I think they're only keeping 6. If they keep 7, Smith has a legit shot, but I think they only keep 6 on the roster. I just can't see them keeping 7 receivers. I don't think they need to do that. And so I do think because of that, I think it does, beg the question whether or not, does he make the practice squad again? I don't think any team is going to claim him should he get cut. And if he is on the practice squad, do the Rams end up using him? Maybe he has some value in the kickoff game. I do think the addition of Boston Scott really hurt him, because now, the return game, it's like he's going to have to be a punt returner, and that's really it. So we'll see what ends up happening with him. All in all, this video isn't going to be very long. There's not a ton to talk about with Xavier Smith that hasn't already been said. We didn't really get to see him a lot in preseason. We didn't see him in the regular season. He's somebody that's still in the building. He's somebody that, could definitely make the practice squad. But as far as the active 53-man roster cut down in September, I don't think he's going to be a part of that. And that's okay. Maybe 2 years from now, he makes a 53-man roster. Maybe another team really likes his tape and they go after him. But I think he's got tools where if he gets an opportunity, especially in the return game, watch out. So we'll see what ends up happening. I don't think it's anything, too crazy or anything like that. I just think end of the day, this is somebody that has really good athleticism. He's shown some skills. Steve Smith has spoke highly of him. Steve Smith, by the way, was like the first guy that I saw who was really high on Puka Nacua. So, like really high on Puka Nacua before it all started. So, I think his word does matter. And he was very high on Xavier Smith coming out of the draft. We'll see what ends up happening. But that's all I got for you guys. We'll do one more video at the wide receivers. That will be Drake Stoops, excuse me. And that will be that. So hope you guys enjoyed. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Be sure to hit the like on your way out. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, folks. Later. Do you love talking about the Rams, the NFL, or just want to be a part of a community? Join my free Discord server today. We're over 800 members. We got 24/7 live chat, a level 3 boosted server, the ability to call into JE Live, playing online games with us on Kick streams, toggleable alerts for when I go live on YouTube or Kick so you don't miss a live stream, and exclusive giveaways. Click the link in the description, the comments section, or the link that comes up in the video to learn more and join today.